What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, and today is the Call of Duty Cold War multiplayer review. So, we're almost done. There's 8 minutes and 30 seconds left for them to reveal it, so, patiently waiting. How's everyone's day doing? Going? Doing? I feel like they're like in a UAV or something. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure everything was running smoothly. Did you guys see that all the new gen Xbox consoles have been revealed? Pre-orders are going to be September 22nd, if you guys didn't know. The official price for the Series X is actually $500. So that's the official price, and they already announced the new price for the Xbox Series S, which is going to be $300. And I mean, $500 for the Series X is actually really good. Also for the S, $300 for what you're getting spec-wise, that's actually really good. Five more minutes. It would be really nice if they would tease zombies in the end. I'm honestly waiting for them to announce the collector's edition. If they announce the collector's edition today, that would be really cool, so I can pre-order the game. One more minute, guys. A minute and 50 seconds left. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, I'm excited. I'm getting excited. Finally, a new Call of Duty game. Honestly, guys, I'm not a big fan of Modern Warfare multiplayer. There was just too many shotguns and campers. It wasn't a really fun experience with me. Warzone was pretty fun. Yeah, but I'm ready for a new Call of Duty because I'm not really a big fan of Modern Warfare. I mean, yes, I kinda like the game, but I wasn't a big fan of it. Probably because I sucked, but it's fine, you know, it's fine.
Control, Zulu 1, interceding transfer from Charlie, Oscar, Delta, ETA on full download 60 seconds.
Or
Roger, Zulu 1, transmit data upon delivery. Can you confirm the contents?
oh, 45 seconds.
Enemy locations, weapons details, target IDs, and new mission parameters. Confirmed, ready to receive. Officer control, download at 90%. Target
30 seconds, 30 seconds. I'm getting really nervous. Oh, 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it started.
Here
Oh,
we
that's
go.
Vonderhaar.
Hi everyone, I'm David Vonderhaar, Studio Design Director at Treyarch. Welcome to the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our development partners across the world, thank you for joining us. Today, we do a little recon across all Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way. From here on out, we talk directly to you, the best fans in gaming. Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo. We are always looking for a
Thank
way
you
to
for the
do it
like.
better.
Thank you.
But some things shouldn't change, and for every multiplayer game we make, one thing hasn't: how we start things off. This is the worldwide debut of the
Guys.
Black Ops Cold War
Guys, do you think they're gonna
multiplayer
reveal
trailer.
zombies in the end? Little teaser? Of course.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books
Operate in the shadows.
to keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
Big Papa took the war around. Jack no for the other crowd. Any repercussions in your mouth. Spit clip all the time. Big Papa took the war around. Roll flows, and that's how it goes.
Go, go, go!
Was that the L9?
Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
I'll drive.
Big Papa kick the war
Beating
around.
up tanks? RCXD?
And that's how it goes.
Keep pushing! Yo, over here!
What's up, Carlitos?
Raw flows, and that's how it goes.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Announce the collector's edition, please.
You just saw it. This is an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s, but it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars, deniable operations that deploy around the world, signature combat tailored to how you play, connected experiences that deliver free, robust, ongoing content, and integrate deeply into the next evolution of Warzone. Today, we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting, cinematically connected experience is our most immersive yet. And then, we're going to show it to you in a way we never could before, with a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops, deniable operations. These are the places in multiplayer you never saw and the things you never did. The missions that stay off the books and the targets and sources who stay off the record. The Cold War we set out to build is realistic. It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Chaotic and always confidential, the deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building. For Black Ops Cold War, that world building drove each multiplayer level in two ways. With the signature level design you've come to expect, and by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative of unfolding events. The fight to recover a downed satellite in the Central African desert, battles that unfold on the neon-soaked streets of Miami's famed South Beach. Deniable ops are the Black Ops stories inspired by history, but forgotten by the history books. We've selected 5 maps to give you a small taste of the range of deniable ops awaiting in multiplayer. Later today, you'll see them played, but here's a few of my teammates to share what they love most from how they were made.
My name is Brittany Beidelman. I'm a level designer.
I'm Kendall Snow, Associate Level Designer.
I'm Brittany
I like that it's only
Perello,
girls.
producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, senior level designer.
In Satellite, a top-secret American recon satellite
Has lost power and crashed in the deserts of Angola. With hired DGI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
what I love about Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
Because larger maps have more components, we can apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The satellite at the center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who wants it has to run toward you because it's raised higher than the rest of the map.
I'm usually playing one of two ways. All in, full ham, dying again and again. Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's two different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
I'll be honest, I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun.
No, not shotguns,
I've always
bro.
been a
Come
big
on.
fan of close quarters combat, and there is great cat and mouse style gameplay in Satellite.
The Crash Satellite is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them, or just duck inside the satellite and take your shot.
This is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps the world knows and loves for how quickly engagements fire up. East and West collide on the open seas in a top-secret mission
Inspired by a real-life event, Project Azorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converged to recover a sunken prototype nuclear Soviet submarine from the ocean floor.
The calm waters of Armada explode into massive naval conflict as
47.
players battle for control of large naval vessels.
With no lanes walling you in, players can engage on ships' decks, in the water, and on vehicles like wake runners and gunboats. Armada is chaos in the best way.
This really cool map that gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas to find and new ways to surround or flank your enemies and get the upper hand.
A hidden safe house has been discovered right in the heart of the USSR, in the shadow of Moscow's opulent train station. With Spetsnaz dispatched, the area has gone hot.
So the Moscow map is set in the dead heart of a big city. So you're wandering through these streets with a bunch of cars, and there's tall buildings on either side of you.
There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
First thing I do is run right to the center, because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map. And eventually, it doesn't take long, people are going to run through the metro station. So you can just sit there and wait, but chances are there's going to be people running right into your line of fire right off the bat.
It's a classic 3-lane map where teamwork really makes the dream work.
Interesting map.
January 17, 1984. This location is heavily influenced by Miami's famous, or perhaps infamous, Ocean Drive. This is a night map, but one unlike players have seen before.
You can sneak through dark, shadowy alleys, go out onto the beach, out into the ocean.
You can dive in the water and wade along the coast to get the drop on the other side.
Or you can just go right down the street and bask in the neon light.
The first time I played through Miami, I could hear this 80s nightclub music playing through the walls of one of the buildings. The little details make it lifelike, and it becomes this joy to experience.
Basically, my goal is to never be on the main street in the center, because that is sniper heaven, and that is Brittany hell. So I always go and try to flank and get those snipers from the back.
Our art and design teams worked really hard to bring the best possible night experience to the players. You'll see that play out when you sneak in the shadows on the beach or engage enemies in the center strip.
It really makes people feel like they're in Miami in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
In Crossroads, NATO has learned a large Soviet missile convoy is on its way to the border.
Special forces dispatch alongside MI6 to ambush the convoy and secure the weapons before all hell breaks loose.
Soviet convoy disabled.
It's one of our most cinematic maps with a boots-on-the-ground feel that feels pulled from the campaign.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outpost to guarantee access to one of these tanks. But infantry combat doesn't take a
I
backseat
don't
in
know.
Crossroads, as
I think
natural
it's the
terrain
09
and foliage masks
sniper.
movements and provides tactical advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one. And now, running people over with the snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
Each environment changes
Sounds
the
OP,
dynamic
sounds
of how
OP.
you play and caters to unique loadouts. Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
The little RC karch.
The beaches of Miami, a frozen over lake, the open ocean. Our visual research department racked up miles visiting them all, because if you're going to deploy around the globe in this game, that required them to do the same. The mission for our artist is absolute authenticity. Step one in that process is photo scanning thousands of real-world objects, terrains, and materials. Those assets are upgraded. Physically based renderer delivers the best looking Black Ops yet. True 4K, high dynamic range with the true color and tone. Ray tracing on systems that support it. Photometric lighting courtesy of our Luminaire system, and overhauled contour terrain system. The result is gritty, it's believable, I dare say it's got ambience. Most importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat. On that note, Here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
They're gonna start.
We've talked a little bit about where
promoting
you'll
the
play,
PS5.
but let's talk about what you'll play when you get there. In Black Ops Cold War, our classic game modes are returning and they're better than ever. From the tried and true Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Search and Destroy, to the return of the competitive game mode Control, we've taken a fresh eye to all of your favorites. We're encouraging more meaningful gameplay with larger capture zones and Domination. We're updating spawn systems in Hardpoint. And now we show you where the next hardpoint will spawn so you can regroup, rotate, and set up for the next fight. Across all of our classic modes, we're working hard to make this the most rewarding and competitive multiplayer experience yet. And while your go-to modes are coming back better than ever, let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next. With that, let me introduce you to my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new multiplayer experience we call VIP Escort.
VIP Escort began with a question. How can we create a game mode inspired by the kind of real-life, totally true, but completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise? The result is Extraction in its purest form, a new 6-on-6 objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort. In Black Ops, we normally task you with fighting, but VIP Escort turns that on its head with a new mechanic. If you're selected as the VIP, your #1 job, it's to live. In this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip creative class, you're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with a kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing. The mission? Stay alive and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of 2 possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via last stand and revive.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Each team's choices and tactics create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly into this competition. Will your team pull Cold War mind games and misdirection by splitting up the squad to draw fire and create distractions for the VIP? Or is a full-on assault more their style? Will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you Secret Service style? My personal keys to victory? I stay close and escort the VIP and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play Cold War multiplayer.
Up next, we want to share another new way to play that goes above and beyond that classic 6v6 experience you've come to expect. Combined Arms is where multiplayer gets bigger and badder, bringing together the best of multiplayer's large-scale battles by combining infantry and vehicular gameplay into a single cohesive combat experience. In Combined Arms Domination, players will deploy into 12 versus 12 battles, each customized and unique to its own environment. But these battles aren't just bigger or more chaotic. We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement and enhance one another on each map. Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners, gunboats, and more. These vehicles amplify the action, sure, but they also create jaw-dropping moments right in the middle of the fight. The way I personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective on the map. Whether that means loading up a gunboat on Armada or popping smokes so my team can cross the frozen lake in Crossroads, I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen. And that's the thing, in Combined Arms, almost anything can happen. I'll seek out fun moments that aren't possible in other modes, like ziplining onto the enemy ship and seeing how long I can last before getting taken out. At launch, you can expect even more Combined Arms maps and modes, each tailored and tuned to bring the most fun, frenetic action this format can deliver. Take Armada, our most unique map to date. You saw earlier that the only life preservers on this sea-based map are your tactics, as each capture zone requires a different approach. Will you attack surgically with a 2-seater wake runner, gather your squad and storm the main ship? From zip lines that traverse the map to all new naval tactics, Armada is Combined Arms Domination realized, bringing high stakes, high-speed combat to the high seas.
And people are going to be on tanks?
On Crossroads, you'll trade your wetsuit for a snowsuit, fighting for control of Soviet bunkers across the frozen tundra. With high-powered tanks controlling the surrounding roads, you'll need to choose how to take on those slow movers. So whether you're hopping onto a snowmobile for a quick flank or rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4, the story is yours to write in Combined Arms Domination. That's it for Deniable Operations for now. We've ziplined, crossed frozen lakes, and dipped into Miami's beaches. But it's really just the start of the full Deniable Ops experience. Add up the work on your favorite classic game modes to the arrival of new modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms, and it all stacks up to our most ambitious multiplayer yet. One you can play any way you want and in new ways you never expected. If you're a Call of Duty League fan, we have a bunch of new stuff lined up just for you. Stay tuned. This may be a multiplayer game built for everyone, but these will be your Deniable Operations. And now I'll turn it over to Tony to talk about what we mean when we say signature combat.
Thanks, Matt. Now, a lot has changed for us since the first Black Ops game. From our development pipelines to totally new technologies, but some things haven't changed. And after over a decade of making Black Ops games, we're more inspired than ever to keep honing in on that authentic, classic Black Ops feel, all while taking it to new heights. Now we know that to you, combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves through your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your weapon, how it reacts in your hands. It's the sound of bullets storming past you, the rattle and bang of firing your weapon. In Cold War, we're back to plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground combat. And that has allowed us to not only refine the feel of the game, but build on all the classic foundations of Black Ops. Heads-up gameplay, automated healing, and grounded movement. Keeping your player experience in the front of our minds has also inspired a fresh wave of thinking across our Created Class and Score Streak systems, where we're introducing features that bring unprecedented transparency to your planning and cinematic wow moments to when you're playing. Now, innovating systems while still capturing that signature Black Ops super smooth feel is a notoriously tricky thing to get just right, and we put everything we have into it for each game. This is an absolute team effort, so I brought some of my friends from the combat team to help tell you about our initiatives for this game and how they've resulted in signature combat that feels just right. Here's Max Porter to start us off.
We've taken lessons learned from across Black Ops and the entire Call of Duty franchise to land on a truly best-in-class weapon experience. The gun is almost always right in front of you and must look great. From a gun's seams down to its grime, the level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher. But our weapons also need to move in a realistic manner. You'll feel it in this game, whether you're clocking from long range or firing from the hip. When we think about a gun, we think about the way it looks, the way it's going to move, but a big part of a gun's personality is the sound that it makes. It's like the bark of a dog. Imagining all these guns as characters, that just adds to that level of realism and that sort of immersive quality that is unique to Call of Duty. It's this multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience. Here's Alvin with a debrief on some of the other combat systems waiting for you in Cold War.
Let's talk about two of the most significant features of multiplayer: Created Class and Score Streaks. Our goal with Created Class and Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year, better starts with simpler.
Yeah, same.
Created Class will be a slot-based system. No longer governed by allocations or the Pick-10 system, you'll always boast a full class of a primary, secondary, lethal, tactical, field upgrade, and a set of perks. Field upgrades are items placed in the world to give your team an advantage. You can earn them solely based on time, not score, and they are the only type of game content that works in a class after death. Now, wild cards are back. In this system, in every class, you can pick one of 4 wild cards that let you do things like load your primary weapon with up to 8 attachments, carry up to 6 perks, double the number of lethals and tacticals you have, or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories. Of course, a key component of Created Class is the gun.
Oh my god. Was that the Commando?
In Black Ops Cold War, there are more optics and attachments to unlock and configure than ever before. Every primary weapon can be customized with 54 attachments across 8 different nodes or attachment points, with at least 6 options per attach point. By default,
Interesting.
you can equip 5 attachments, or 8 with the Gunfighter wildcard. For the first time, Gunsmith will show you what equipping an attachment does as a positive or negative percentage. You can now build backwards, speccing out the perfect gun for results you want to see in the field. This takes the guesswork out of the system and helps us on our never-ending quest to make the most balanced Call of Duty game you've ever played.
Interesting.
There's one more thing I need to talk about. First up, we've updated score streaks so that earned score is kept through death. This gives all players a chance to engage with score streaks, one of the most visceral and fun experiences across multiplayer's signature combat. If you do go on a streak and string together multiple kills before your own death, streak score bonuses help you earn into those higher-powered score streak tiers. To prevent score streak spam, each score streak will go on a cooldown after it's used to pace out frequency. So, what score streaks are we talking about? Well, your favorites are back. We've also got a few surprises. Score can be used in all the classic ways: to aid in taking an objective, to save your team, to break up the pace of the game with a fun new experience. We've also tailored strategy into the system, as score streaks can often be neutralized with a counter score streak. And now I'll pass it over to Sunny to share more about our operators and how they move in Black Ops Cold War.
Interesting.
Elites. Powerful. When you play as a Cold War operator, you won't just step into the boots of a highly trained precision instrument. Every movement will have a purpose. To increase the fidelity and feel of even the smallest elements, modelers, animators, and concept artists all work side by side, planning for every point of contact with every gun, every stance and position, every scenario. Thanks to increased dynamic bone counts, we've been able to enhance the effects of physics and gravity on what you carry, from the weight of your gear, like pouches and grenades. The wallet chain or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire operator will move more naturally than ever. Here's 4 specific ways movement has improved through new cutting-edge techniques in animation and programmatic movement. The first is sprint takeoff. This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint and then it slows down to normal speed. This lets you feel the momentum of like where you're going and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun of an operator's ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold War, when you slide, you start and end in a crouch position in a believable way. This allows 2-player movement states to function better as one, all while improving gameplay and enhancing pace. Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system. Go faster and you'll make more noise. Of course, we still have Ninja as a perk, but Ninja is no longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how fast you're moving. Lastly, we've incorporated a classic jump with a much more natural height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators' actions are not just authentic, but intuitive. When you press a button or a key, you should always feel in control of your operator, and this system has been built to translate your decisions into dynamic movement more seamlessly than ever. The era of the game might be the 80s, but the characters you play will move and shoot like the world's most highly skilled operators.
Signature combat. Gun a shot. It's how that gun feels, how it sounds, how it's designed to create a combat experience. And combat isn't just about conflict. It's also movement, so the fluid ways in which your operators shift around the AO and carry the gear you outfit them in is just as important as the choices you give them. Choices like the overhauled Creative Class system, or all those attachment possibilities in Gunsmith, or the new ways you can earn and deploy score streaks in the thick of battle. These combat initiatives work together to deliver the most intuitive, plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground experience possible, and they are at the heart of Black Ops Cold War. Now, on that note, I'd like to introduce Miles, who's going to discuss some of the biggest innovations yet.
Thanks, Tony. All right, everyone, let's talk Warzone. You've seen how we're pouring it all into the Cold War multiplayer experience, but let's confirm it right here, right now. Black Ops Cold War will also usher in the next evolution of Warzone, continuing and expanding the blockbuster Battle Royale free-to-play experience. And it'll be a true evolution, with Warzone not merely picking up where the Modern Warfare climax left off narratively, but also interweaving the themes, locations, weapons, and vehicles of Black Ops Cold War right into the action. Cold War and Warzone will also share post-launch content from a narrative standpoint across both the Battle Pass system and item shop content. This Call of Duty in ways that evolve the Warzone experience while delivering jaw-dropping moments. So yeah, you can expect some surprises along the way. One surprise is the feeling of starting over. It's important to us that you can still use your characters and weapons and progression-related items, which is why investment and progress in Cold War is reflected in Warzone. While these are two very big games, from the beginning, they've been built to work together. Your player experience is everything to us. So we're making sure Black Ops Cold War and Warzone share progression, with much of your previously earned Modern Warfare content, from weapons to cosmetics, still available for use in both Warzone and Modern Warfare. We're collaborating with our studio partners across Call of Duty to preserve continuity while building a new chapter of Warzone that'll into all of the best elements of Black Ops Cold War. That's multiple studios totally committed to continuing this new tradition of insanely fun, absurdly accessible Warzone action. We can't wait for you to see how Verdansk and all of Call of Duty will evolve in the year ahead. But that sense of interconnectedness, it extends beyond just Warzone. That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black Ops Cold War will not only support cross-platform play and progression, but will also deliver cross-generation play to the game. That's because Black Ops Cold War is, at its heart, a connected experience. And playing together on whatever platform you
like
prefer
a marksman rifle
only
or
betters that experience.
Or a sniper?
Cross-play and cross-progression across current and next-generation systems across all modes. That was easy, but it's worth it to allow fans who have never had a chance to play together to squad up and deploy.
Oh,
No
sick!
barriers
It's gonna
between
tell you
them.
if you're on
And
Xbox
with the
or
Battle Pass
PlayStation.
system delivering a
That's
steady
pretty cool.
stream of post-launch content, Black Ops Cold War will be the very first cross-platform, cross-generation Call of Duty experience, making it the deepest game in franchise history. Vaughn, where do we go next?
Yeah, Miles, on the platforms, we've got a very special guest, Mark from Enox.
Hey, what's up, Van? On behalf of Enox, we are extremely excited and proud to bring Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War to Battle.net as the lead PC developer. PC continues to be a critically important pillar of game development for the Call of Duty franchise. In
It looks like
addition
the sniper
to
from Black Ops
major
1. It
improvements
does.
we have made to Call of Duty PC in the past, including uncapped frame rates, high refresh rate support, and customized field of view, we're always looking for ways to improve features and customizable settings. One of the biggest improvements this year is that the Black Ops engine now runs on DirectX 12. This has led to a huge improvement in terms of performance and latency reduction. For players who prioritize immersive gameplay, we have a great partnership with NVIDIA to bring ray trace effects, performant accelerating deep learning super sampling or DLSS, and reflex latency optimization technology. We will implement ray trace shadows and ambient occlusion to improve the quality of light shadow and sunlight shadow. This improves surface and contact detail and fixes problems associated with traditional shadow mapping techniques like aliasing, freckling, and disconnected shadows. Also, we will be implementing AI-powered DLSS, so players will be able to increase their frame rate while maintaining the visual quality of the game. For players looking for better responsiveness, we've integrated the Reflex low latency technology to lower system latency. This combines both GPU and game optimization. We're also happy to announce that Reflex will be coming to Call of Duty Warzone in the future. We have so much more to talk about, but right now I would like to hand it back to David Van Dorp. Van?
We've declassified a whole lot today, and one thing is clear. Black Ops Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter of deniable operations that are undeniably Call of Duty at its very best. Realistic, plausible, gritty. You've seen our team-wide commitment to storytelling, infusing the story and spirit of the Cold War narrative into everything we do, even in multiplayer. You've seen our emphasis on authenticity shine through every location, every weapon, every vehicle, every character. Each one telling a story we can't wait for you to uncover and experience. You've seen us challenge ourselves to not only innovate on classic game modes, but introduce a new generation of instant classics. Modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. You'll see that duo played today, and it's just the start, as we've got massive drops of free content planned post-launch, including new and limited time modes. No matter what type of multiplayer gamer you are, you'll find something for you. Tying it all together is that signature combat you love. Grounded and always realistic, you'll move fast and fluid. Feel powerful when you need to be, and customized just the way you want to be. The new Created Class and Score Streak systems give you even more of what you love, infusing more control and cinematic moments with less friction between you and the gameplay than ever before. And this is a true connected experience. Warzone and Cold War. The events in one will impact the events in the other, expanding Call of Duty in new ways you've never seen before. And Black Ops Cold War is not only a cross-platform game, but it's also a cross-generation cross-platform game. Now, that should be the end of our show, but this wouldn't be a Black Ops multiplayer reveal without some Black Ops style mind games. We have talked a lot today about what Black Ops is, how it feels, what it does, but for over 10 years, Black Ops is also something else. A game that consistently presses the boundaries about what multiplayer means. Our team relentlessly looks for opportunities to offer new types of multiplayer experiences. In Black Ops Cold War, we're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fireteam. This new format of multiplayer, everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about playing Cold War. Across every Fireteam mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed. The Fireteam format allows us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity. And it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called fire teams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes that demand quick thinking. The action won't just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fireteam Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then, deliver that uranium to Dirty Bomb's position around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive to navigate a toxic battlefield. Every decision you make impacts your survival rate and your success rate. We can't wait to tell you even more about Fireteam Dirty Bomb and the other Fireteam modes and maps in the weeks ahead as we get closer to our public beta. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
They're gonna play now. Gameplay captured on PS5.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
You're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books.
Operate in the shadows.
To keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
Big Papa kick the war around. Jack no love for the other crowd. Any repercussions in your mouth. Split clip all the time. Big Papa kick the war flows, and that's how it goes.
Go, go, go! It's time to punch that top guard.
Secure the sub.
Quick scope confirmed.
I'll take care of this.
Let's do this. drive. Big Papa kick the war around. And that's how it goes.
Keep pushing! Yo, over here!
Dang, that's
Pre-order a
crazy.
digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods
That's
Operator
crazy
pack in Modern
because
Warfare and
the new
Warzone.
gen console. Did you just see zombies? Bro, they just teased zombies. Bro, dude, the zombies are gonna be so lit this year because of the new like gen hardware with like the ray tracing and all that. It's gonna make it even extra creepier. Dude, that's freaking dope. Let's go.
Welcome to the Call
Also, like
of
I
Duty
was saying,
Black Ops Cold War worldwide
that's actually pretty
multiplayer
cool
reveal. The Depths
because
Fair
the game
just gave
comes
us our
out
first
November
look into the
13th.
details around the next generation of global
And the
combat
next gen
for Cold War
consoles, whoa,
multiplayer. So
the
thank
like
you,
the
team.
Xbox
We are
side
pumped to
is
start
coming out
showcasing
November
all the
10th.
different
Dude, that's
deniable
crazy.
operations and experiences they've been talking about. This right here is where we step into the awesome chaos of multiplayer, and wow, does what they've got on tap this year look good.
We're going live with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, bringing you action from dozens of top creators and CDL pros from across the planet, from their homes to our studio to you in a way and scale we've never done before. Each one of them is about to deep dive into the game, and we'll be jumping on board with them to get you all the action from their point of view.
Right here is the place where we're giving you the goods. Core 6v6 style Black Ops modes like TDM, Kill Confirmed, and Domination.
And we're about to wreak some havoc in brand new modes like Combined Arms, which just happens to include the vehicle-fueled warfare we gave you a little taste test of earlier. This unprecedented worldwide reveal also means that you're about to get your first good look at the highly competitive VIP Escort mode.
And as a bonus for everyone watching this stream, we'll also talk about how Treyarch is approaching free post-launch content for Black Ops Cold War, as well as how they've optimized multiplayer for PlayStation 5.
This sounds awesome! Are you okay? Are you ready?
Holy shit, yes, I am ready!
Let's do this!
What's up, guys? I'm Nameless, and I'm here to make sure that you guys don't miss any of the crazy moments that we have throughout the day. We have some of the top streamers from around the entire world itching to play Cold War, and we're going to be kicking it off here very shortly. These guys have been streaming. These are your favorite guys playing, different games that we've had over the years, and playing up some of them on the screen right now. We are going to have some of the guys that I've been loving to play with and watch over the years. Bobby Poff Gaming, Drifter, Cat Conti, Cat Gun, Legion. You know these guys from YouTube, from Twitch, from all over the my
Okay, I
favorites
know.
being
Marksman,
Nick
Nick
Noah
Mercs.
J, Sean
I
J
know
Gaming,
Noah.
and also Marksman. I can't wait to watch these guys drop it. Armada, Symphony,
Oh, I know Tim
the
the
Tatman. Hopefully
Tim
he can
the
stay on the
Tatman,
map,
too.
and also Try Max. It's going to be an incredible day. We also have many more, as well as some of our CDL pros. They're going to be all participating today. And now let's take a look at what these guys are going to be starting
That
off
water,
with.
that
We have
4K
12 versus
water,
12
bro.
Combined on Armada. This is the first map ever to be fully on water. But let's kick things off, and I'm going to throw it to Maven and Merc.
Thank you so much, Nameless. Yes, for the commentary, myself and Big Merc. How you doing, buddy?
I'm just so excited to be here. Obviously,
We love revealing these things, and while I cannot wait to jump into the gameplay, the trailers, they just look so darn good.
Yeah, it's like death taxes, and we know we've got a new Call of Duty every year, and I'm excited to get into this and look at all, the new modes, the new vehicles, all the stuff we're going to touch on, whether it's for casual player, competitive player. We're going to go through all the cool features this game has. We've obviously had some eyes on with it, seen some of the players playing it, looked at some of the internal stuff, and it's just really cool, like the passion and excitement. Well, you saw from all the devs, everybody's ready to get this game out there for people to play.
Yeah, just so many new things that we're going to be taking a look at. Just so many new features. As Nameless was saying, this map
sniper's called
entirely on water.
LW3.
There's vehicles you can take around the map. You can play on
Tundra?
the boats. There's going to be 5 different zones. It's first to 400. And well, there's just so many different ways to play the map.
All right, so what, kicking it off with Noah J, the Easter egg man himself. He has been popping off lately. It's awesome to see his success, and obviously a very talented Call of Duty player in his own right. We'll see if he can hit with the sniper. Just taking a look at our good buddy Mud Dog's in there, Jericho, Teep. You've got a full laundry list of his popular streamers going off as Noah J hitting shots.
And just right away, you look at this map, you look
Bro,
at this
why is the stream
gameplay,
like?
doesn't it just look like Treyarch? The color palette pops out. You have so many different attachments that we're going to be going with. You see the kill feed. You have the traditional Black Ops mini-map.
All right, it's
Man,
not me that's
love
lagging.
Treyarch. No, yeah, I love the mini-maps. So the first things we noticed when you took a look at the new title coming out this year. But Noah's hubs, more often than not, he's set up in a power position, snipe in hand, just looking to drop numbers. But yeah, I mean, he's been around for so long, comfortable with every dev, every title. He's experienced everything Call of Duty has to offer. But yeah, it's what Nameless was saying. Just this is like the first map that's completely on water. You already see score streaks coming in. I believe that was a attack chopper in, as he is just dominating the other team, but still a tight race in the score department.
Yeah, I mean, his first clip when he first tweeted out, I was watching as you guys were introing it. You know, we're going through the devs, and he goes, "Sniping is back." Noah's so excited. You see the zip line
Is trick shotting coming back? That's the question.
It just looks so smooth. Chaos in the air. The attack chopper is going down, and his team with a slight little lead.
Well, let's see if he can keep it rolling. It's been one heck of a life for him. You know how much he loves to operate with that sniper in hand. He's got the shotgun for close range. A reminder, this is combined arms domination, 12v12. And we're going to be showing a wide range of stuff today, right? We're going to have some 6v6, 12v12, showing different maps, from your 3-lane maps to your more open kind of sandbox maps as well. There's something for every player in this title, and we'll progress through that over the course of the next 2 hours or so. But just exciting to see the new twists on gameplay.
It's
that
not me
Treyarch
lagging,
have to
guys.
provide. Obviously,
It's the actual Call of Duty stream.
The gameplay they've come up with throughout their cycles has just been insane.
And something to notice today when we're going through domination, something that's a little bit new compared to past Call of Duty titles. It's not just one flag. It's more of an area that you're really going to be capturing. It's going to create more of I think, a combat dynamic around those zones, right? So, you can play in different areas. You can capture it from different spots. But here as well, sounds like we're hopping on board with swag. We're going to be jumping from lobby to lobby. We got a lot of different creators as they get started.
Yeah, I was going to say, Priesta looks a little bit different right
swag.
now. This is swag. We've been watching him a lot on Warzone. We know what a monster he can be. But over to Jericho, one of my favorite streamers to watch. He gets in some of these big tournaments he'll play in on Warzone in various modes. And Jericho, maybe not the most talented player in the entire world. But you know what? He's handsome. He's one of the most entertaining streamers in the world, and I love Jericho to death. Guys,
markers are back, guys. Markers are back.
That's what's important. He's trying to show off the zip lines a little bit. You can hear him talking a little bit. I mean, they've had some experiences. Well, this is Skies, one of the CDL pros. He was an MVP candidate for us, but here you go. You see him taking a boat, trying to capture this A zone, and yeah, swimming. Well, when was the last time you saw someone like Black Ops 3, right? So, you have these different features from past titles in this game.
We'll see what he can do from the sneaky underwater positions, but yeah, just working the objective.
I'm not gonna lie, this map actually looks really cool.
His team, I think, doesn't have a single cap as of now. But remember, we're gonna be hopping through a variety of matchups, right? There's a lot of players playing this, a lot of different streamers. If you're wondering why the score looks a little bit different, we're just hopping through a ton of different POVs and showing you guys how stuff is breaking down throughout the course of the day. As we go right over to Marksman, and he's in a boat looking to get busy.
Okay, you can see he's got a turret on him as well.
Yeah,
Just
right, Priester.
well, you
Don't
can
shoot
hear
my
that
boat.
minigun go off later. Priester, that's a nice headshot marksman.
my boat.
Known for his search and destroy gameplay, he has been playing Call of Duty for so long since, I mean, we've been involved. So great to see him involved today. But yeah, just patrolling the air right now with this boat. And well, Swag, he's getting aggressive. He's got the MP5, the classic MP5, and you can just hear Tim yelling.
Yes, Tim, I get it. I'm not a father, but I am also bald, and I know it makes life a little bit more difficult. But Tim, there is love out there for bald men like us, and you're an absolute beast. But yeah, are you surprised to see Swag with an MP5 in hand?
Now,
Looks to be very natural.
Yeah, getting aggressive, right? You watch him play Warzone, he gets busy. Tim, on the other hand, you see the movement coming in. Yeah, a lot of these guys, they're used to Modern Warfare. It's going to take them some time to get used to the movement throughout the maps, and nice shots by Tim. He's rocking that assault rifle.
Clip it and ship it. Well, it's going to be interesting, too. You've seen, like, they talked a little bit about the score streak stuff and how it's going to work, right? That's going to carry on through death, and depending if you're getting a lot of kills within that one death, there's a multiplayer to work with. But also, one thing I kind of like is, you know, we've talked about sort of score streak spam in the past when somebody's going off. The fact that there's going to be kind of a cooldown on it, so there won't be that same spam, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited to see how it works in
Everyone wants to try out the sniping.
We'll take a look at kind of the
That's so
loadout
funny.
screen as he's changing, getting into a different one. So I think it's courage we're hearing as well, maybe a little coaching for the squad.
At least I do. So that's what I'm going to go looking for.
Uh,
All right, so Drifter, you're hearing his strategy around this zone. He likes to get in the water, likes to get busy, just trying to look around him. It just looks so darn good in this area. All the different graphics, all the different colors.
Basically.
I was actually thinking about
What
that.
the?
Like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
It's
be
actually
able to deal with
crazy,
that
like
very
how
well, so I'm actually gonna
wild, like just water graphics have gone. Now that's like a silly thing to talk about when you think about years and years and years ago, like various games. Like it's just nutty how far it's come.
They're all above me. If I try to go out any other way, oh
Drifter.
god.
Trying to figure out what he wants, but I just love the 74U. It's
Dude, that's gonna be my
guns
to go.
Black Ops 1.
The
But I am so
74U. I
excited
love the
that it's back
74U.
here in Cold War. Nice shots by Drifter with that headshot taking down Hutch. Hutch. As he just continues to go around the zone, and well, it is the that's not Hutch.
Well, that's Karma.
That's
That is
Karma.
one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time. Absolute monster.
And he's actually one of my favorites to watch because
Oh, come on, Seth.
he is always switching it up, trying different weapons. Like the guy just loves playing God.
Scumpy?
No, yeah, no, he just loves the game. He really,
Yeah.
really just loves the game. I think a little bit of trash talk that was coming from his former teammate and scump, Seth Apsner. Abner, absolute monster.
Apsner?
Yeah, I'm not sure who Seth Apsner is, but yes, absolute beast. Okay. Well, maybe to a different
Oh
POV.
wait! Oh, he was watching Scump.
Oh.
He wasn't even playing. We were watching Scump. That makes sense.
What?
That makes sense.
Okay, I was wondering why I was hearing kind of Seth's call-outs more than anything. And this is a naval.
I like that.
What's
I like
going
that
on
you
with this
just an ad right there.
I
You're
mean,
just
listen,
getting ads, bro. That's
His
hilarious.
boat just flew off. I don't know what was going on. Nice shots, takes down Courage. I don't know. You know, he didn't have the best year for the Seattle Surge, and listen, he's trying to earn some subs.
He goes by Deputy Hadbad now.
I don't know what
in case you weren't aware.
that really means, but I love it.
Yeah, and this is a guy whose company we've enjoyed a lot this year playing Call of Duty with, Symphony. Absolute monster, one of the most talented aimers I've ever had the privilege of playing with. The guy is nutty, and well, you can see how accurate he can be. There's Hutchie Poo. How you doing, sir?
Hutch back in the boat. Back in the boat. Is he just gonna get it? Get on the
dang.
bird as well. It tries to take down the player's zipline across. And I don't know, man. Watching the player's zipline, it just looks ace they go at. It looks incredible.
No, it really, really does. Because this is going to be a fun mode to, I mean, what's the, as much as we can talk about different maps and competitive and 3 lanes or sandbox, whatever it is, like at its core, Call of Duty is just fun. And this just looks like it's going to be a blast. Because I'm at the most comfortable in the water, Joe. I'm a modern day Aquaman.
Well, you,
No, I hate the ocean, to be honest with you. I'm just absolutely terrified of open water. No.
yeah, you don't seem like a big swimmer to me.
Nope. Terrified of sharks.
Yeah, what's up, man?
That's what they need to have, just sharks, dude. You're in there.
Just like a score streak. You call it Jaws? Call it Jaws? I like that.
I'm with that.
You're fucking high.
Bruh, it was raging.
I don't think Nick is very pleased with how that gunfight just went for him.
No, he got smoked. He got headshotted. It was, well, yeah. I mean, sometimes you get headshotted in Call of Duty, that messes with you. But Nick, we know how into the game Nick is based on where his cam is. Nice shots right there on the Symphony. And if you can see his forehead, he's into it.
He's not, yeah, like, he's not sweating enough yet.
No.
You mean like once it's only forehead?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I guess it would only be hat.
Yeah, right. Well, over to Legion. God, if you haven't checked out his stream, entertaining people in the world. Fantastic singing voice as well.
Do you guys want to come see my watch?
He's good. I don't know what he's doing. You want to come in here and see my watch?
What's up, Diesel? Slapshot.
Yeah, I do.
I think he's just.
But yeah,
I don't know what that was.
I have
recorded.
no
Look,
idea.
I'm actually playing the alpha right
Yeah,
now.
no, this is live for
if
us
you guys
too.
have any
All of it.
questions or
Live
anything,
actually going down now.
Feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer them the best I can.
He's gonna try
what
to
we're
answer
playing
some
right
questions
now
with his
is
chat.
a mode called Combined Arms. This is kind
Go
of
ahead,
like
take him through it.
Yeah, no,
Treyarch's
Joe and I'll just shut up. He's
Ground
just breaking it down for you guys. This is
That's
fantastic.
the best way to explain
I
it.
like that. Is he takes his zip line?
It's not
He's
as
got
big
what,
as Ground
he's got,
War,
he's
smaller
got a
teams.
shotgun.
It's 12v12.
Okay, yeah,
but
12v12,
there's 6
not as big
flags
as Ground
and
War.
5 flags on.
You know what blows my mind about this stuff? Because obviously, well, I'm not very good at it, but
Okay.
like, I can like answer questions with viewers and stuff
No,
while
you
I'm playing, but doing like a full like commentary and like answering a lot of
dude,
questions,
you
I
almost
can't
got a
do it. Like, I get
clip.
people doing it like over their gameplay as like a VOD thing, but that's a skill to just sit there and just still play casually and fry while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have game audio up. He was there like, I'm going to present to you Call of Duty, but here is testament one of the best snipers in the world, especially in Call of Duty. This guy, I'm sure he's already got some ridiculous clips on his YouTube, on his social media.
You're sitting next to one of the greatest snipers alive too, Joe.
Honestly, it just depends. If you're about 7 to 8 hours in, your hands are warmed
my
up,
hot
that's
spot.
the hot spot, yeah.
Not that we recommend gaming that long, but I do it every day.
Yeah.
Over to Sean J Gaming, looking for the angles. Oh, nice little cheeky position there as people are pushing out, able to line up multiple. You see the health bar in effect too. They just cut
Bro, the
through
74U looks
opposition,
so
trying
good.
to work towards that E-cap. As we get back over to Drifter, well, getting in the boat didn't go super well.
Deputy had bad.
Hey, that's what I was talking about earlier. Deputy had bad. You got to watch out for Enable because you're about to get had bad.
And listen, for some of these content creators, there are some demons in these lobbies. in the Call of
Scumpy's
Duty
just
Elite Pros
wrecking
that-
everybody, bro.
Listen, it's going to be tough for them
What
to
is-
win some
What is
gunfights.
Scump? Look at the kill
Yeah,
feeds.
he's on.
Scumpy's
I don't know. He's
just
got a
freaking
chopper gunner. If we can
murking
go to
everyone.
Scump's
What
point
the
of view, I
heck?
don't know if we could switch, but he's doing some crazy stuff with streaks.
I'm pretty sure I just
Oh,
saw
there's the
7 to
RCXZ.
8 straight kills
Oh,
pop
that's
up
a
for
car.
Scump.
It's an RC car. Classic.
Absolutely frying the competition. Absolutely frying them.
Scumpy.
Yeah, no, he has been. He has been. He is just keeping it rocking. AK 74U.
That's the meta,
and
bro. The
streaks have been
74U, that's the
soaring. They're up
meta.
100 points, and the king is here. Oh yeah, surprise!
Timmy. Oh, Timmy's got an artillery called in. That's going to connect with you. You hear Jack. Jack is just lighting it up in the kill feed with the chopper gunner. It seems like some of our players are starting to figure this out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys, like, it's been cool to see them, like, kind of come back to their roots. You know, they'll play other titles at times, but just coming back to their love for Call of
Guys,
Duty.
I'm
Like
gonna
Tim,
pre-order
for example, has just
Call of
been
Duty,
loving the grind of
so
doing.
can play the
JD,
beta
one of my
and
best pals, and I hate to give him credit, but he's actually
stream.
pretty nasty at the game as well.
Hutch has just been in the water.
He's exploring.
No, he is. Listen, that's what you're going to see.
Well, he's been playing like Flight Simulator as of late, so that probably feels more natural for him right now, just exploring. But I'll tell you what, if they put like I don't know what they're called, the wake runners or the jet skis in the game, like they put that in the CDL, do you think that Doug Sensor Martin actually could get on a pro team?
We'll have to look at the maps, but there's an opportunity. He's got the practice. He has the experience.
If there's
no
a jet
doubt
ski,
about it.
there's a chance.
You know he's got the determination.
Let me join this play real quick.
He's retiring. He's back. He's retired. We love you, Doug Sensor Martin.
Oh my gosh. You dog.
Legion's just laughing. I don't know.
Talk to the
What?
side. All right, I'm gonna show you guys. This isn't really a game.
I pride myself in my accents, but he might be a little bit better at it than I am.
This map
besides the sniper rifle right now because we don't have enough time left to switch
I don't think
up.
so.
But I'm going to show you
What's
guys
up,
like,
Boo
the
Boo?
RQD,
Okay, so it looks like a lot of
the
people want to see the
AK-74U,
snipers.
undisputed champ of weapons.
Well, yeah, it looks like
Sup, man?
it's either like long range fights with a sniper or close range.
You
up close
chocolate
with a
man.
shotgun or an MP5, but there's the defeat.
Dude, I kept hearing someone go, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh," that's his sub sound. That's what that was. I literally just kept hearing it going.
What are you playing?
I'm looking at the Call of Duty multiplayer review.
That makes sense. Well,
Oh, you're looking at that right now?
the subs, we wrap up the
Y cómo se
It
mira?
actually looks really fun. Like, I'm not joking. The sniping looks really fun.
We're going to go through a lot of different maps and modes. That was the first of the 12v12.
I'm a little excited, not gonna lie.
And then you see some, you know, the post game. You know, you have scores.
No.
You have eliminations again. You had EKIA.
When can we order it?
Pre-order the game?
You can sort of see your past.
You can already pre-order the game if you want.
So that's awesome to see.
Yeah, very, very clean.
Oh, so then when does it actually come out?
The 13th of November.
The next game as we continue on through the Cold War multiplayer reveal. We hope you like to look at the first map. But again, this is going to be a
How
wide
far?
range. We're going to try and show everything. Like more
Well, not that
people
much.
and sandbox
What is
maps
it?
like you just saw there. We'll get the smaller maps as well as we
Like
can
2 months,
a little bit.
maybe?
Yeah, Miami was
Yeah,
so,
2 months.
it was just easy on the eyes, right? Like it was just
Actually,
it was absolutely
it should be 2 months
beautiful,
exact
but
because
we kinda
today's the
went through the game, but
13th,
we saw
right?
a lot of different POVs.
Today's
So
the
we're gonna break
9th.
down some of the best moments. We're going to toss it over to Nameless.
Tomorrow's
Damn.
gonna be exactly 2 months
Yeah, I'm
for
tripping.
the new Xbox to come
What I
out.
really like about Combined Arms is that it fits everybody's playstyle. Everybody.
Whore.
You saw Marksman loving the boat.
Can you,
saw a lot
for
of
us to
those
pre-order
snipers. You saw
or
some of our CDL pros
to
like
actually
using
buy?
that AK-74U. I mean, the
Oh, then
sniper
I'll
can
just
be so
probably
deadly
end up
on this
waiting the
map
2
because there are
months.
super long-range fights that you can take from boat to boat. And if you really want to get
Yeah,
crazy,
I just don't know what stores will have it.
Walmart,
I don't know.
Best Buy, Target.
Go to Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy.
As you can see right here, we have Noah J. He's using the
Oh,
sniper
you
in
think they'll all have
I'm
it?
gonna pre-order so I for sure just gonna get mine.
He was in the boat early on, and what I find interesting about the boats is you can operate the
Yeah.
turret as you're driving it. And
I mean, I can be patient. I just got mine like a year. It'll actually, it was actually a year. It'll be a year,
Marksman was just hanging
an
out
exact year on Black Friday.
Well, I've had my
That I've had my
CR
Xbox.
Xbox for
fly
a
up
while
into the
already.
sky out of nowhere. I think a naval just bumped into it, but you see some M4s for those of you who love
Your
Warzone.
VCR?
M4's back, and it's fantastic in this game. You can see them beaming
I don't know how to play. I was gonna watch a movie, but
Nick Merckx has run that 74U as well.
I fall asleep.
Up close and personal inside of some of the domination.
I'll just play
Yeah,
Siege.
I'll play with you
Real
right now
well
when
early
this is
on,
over.
trying to pick up those streaks. And
We can play
also
on
notice a lot of players
Modern
were
Warfare
loving
if you
to
want.
use that TAC laser, so you can just hip fire people up close and string together multi-kills.
Yeah. That game just been pissing me off lately.
The new Call of Duty looks better, dude. Don't worry.
Rage right there at the very end. And Hutch is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Rolling around in that
kinda.
speedboat right here, channeling his inner
It's my only hope.
trying to pick up some kills, and you know the element of swimming is back, and it's also
Dude, Among Us is pretty
When
fun.
you're underwater,
I'm
you
not
can
gonna
see
lie.
people crystal clear from a distance. Legion as well with the sniper here, picking up
Yeah.
some kill feeds, getting one of those final.
I would always, dude, that one round that you won where everybody did each other. I was like, bruh.
You didn't even have to do anything. You guys did all the
But for now, we
the dirty work for me.
You should have, but you should have just killed somebody.
Thank you so much.
Should have
And
just
yeah,
killed
I'm
somebody.
so excited to see these VIP escort missions, the matches rather.
I feel like
66
the more that, what's it called? Like,
VIP, and depending on which
not
team you're
evil,
on,
but
you're
like,
trying to rescue the VIP
that thought it out more
or
was
kill them.
was Sponge,
Cannot wait. I
and
believe
probably
we're gonna be
me.
playing on Miami, so that's the map that Merc and
The-
Dave and I know you guys
The
were
way
just
Sponge was
hyping
thinking
up,
when he
so
was
take it away, guys.
telling everybody
So
he kept
much,
turning
yeah,
off the
I'm
lights
excited
and
to see the
stuff.
new
Everybody
mode,
else
but
would
yeah,
just
really to see
go for
Miami
the
was
oxygen
cool
or
here,
kill
kind of
people.
what the level designers talk about it, but aesthetically it was just very, very pleasing. I like neon lights. I like colors. It looked gorgeous, Joe. Just like your eyes.
Listen, I would love to go on a date in Miami with you when this
We
is
did.
all
Wait, what
done.
do you mean? We did that last year.
Yeah,
we went
well,
there for some
it's a little bit
football
different
event.
right
We
now.
went and saw a
That's
film
kinda
together.
cute,
We
not
had a
gonna
nice
lie.
dinner.
I want to do it again. But I don't know, dude. Just the 80s style that they were talking about, as you said,
What?
the neon lights are gonna play, the way the levels designers talked about it. There's just a lot of different
Who
elements.
did?
It's sort of you can play very aggressive through the middle of the street. But
Oh, is this the other
I don't know
map?
if we're
So they're
going
gonna
to
show
Miami.
all
I
the
think we're
other
actually
maps?
going
Dang.
to Satellite. It looks to be the next map.
Yeah, so we're going to get to that a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, well, so we'll get to that later, but we'll be playing 6v6 kill confirmed on Satellite. When you talk about Satellite, not a lot of buildings to go.
No, it's all
through.
terrain. There are no buildings.
Yeah, no.
I forgot to
buildings.
get on for the
It's on a
Xbox
big
reveal,
fight around that sort of center satellite.
but I was awake.
Xbox is obviously
I woke up around 6
I don't even know why.
or
Hubs and just leveling
Xbox.
up
What was
and
gonna
leveling
be
up my character.
the
I
Call
feel
of
like it's always
Duty?
been one of the faster ones
What
to
was it that they were
experience,
gonna
and it's
show?
just always been fun.
Oh, that
It's like
yeah.
TDM, but adds that little
You can
objective
watch it
thing.
right now on
Just
my
for those
stream,
of
bro.
us that aren't as talented
I'm
like me,
streaming it.
I like to go around and collect all the tags.
Well, it's like this momentum mode where like
It's
if
still
you
going
get
on.
going, you get the kills, you get the objectives. You can have some big games. But
Or how long
I
have you
am
been
excited
streaming?
to see,
An hour and 12 minutes.
Satellite and how this plays. As you said, you can play sort of out in dudes
Or-
with snipers. You can play
Or-
Well, how different is it from what we just saw? We were just in the
very different.
open water with jet skis and boats. Now we're heading to the
You can
desert.
put
so
iron sights on
should be
sniper.
First round of Siege is
you're probably gonna
always.
see people messing with
Oh,
all
heck no.
different types
Wait,
of weapons.
what?
Yeah, this is a lot more similar to last year when you talk about
Oh yeah,
like Gunsmith and the
aquí está.
attachments that you can
Call
put
of
on
Duty
guns
Cold
and
War
how you can
multiplayer
deck them out.
reveal live.
Just the amount of
5 are
variants that you
watching.
can have. Like, it
4 are
seems like
watching.
fans really liked that last year. They really like.
Oh, it's me.
I guess the more you can customize, the better in a lot of people's eyes. That is going to be here and even bigger and better.
Well, it's just a sort of, you have the weapon, and I think in past Call of Duties, you had the weapon, and it was basically, it had one play style around.
What's up,
But I
Carlitos?
think what last year and this year really do is you can use that weapon, and you can play around it in so many different
Guys, what do you
ways.
guys think so far
it's a
about the Call of Duty
combination of
review?
You have the different weapon
The
styles, but you can
multiplayer.
also switch
Like,
those
what are your
weapons.
guys' opinions on it?
LMG is
Like,
suddenly an SMG.
I want to know.
What's it?
Yeah, what is this 60 round mag, man? I have that quick reload. This is awesome.
Yeah, the variants that you can have is nuts. And, well, Drifter, if you haven't watched him before, he is the guy to watch talk about weapons. Like, I remember, God, this is all the way back in like AW or something, but he was like telling pro players about to use one weapon versus another because the RPM of the bullets was fast. He really breaks it down on a technical level. So if you ever want to check him out, very cool. But right now we're basically just waiting on one of these.
Who's watching? Just Carlitos?
I don't know. I have other 4 viewers watching.
That is cool. The way look at that. The way you load it.
Yeah, because there's 4 people.
Like a major motion.
It looks like a trailer.
From a movie, yeah, like a movie trailer.
Laptop.
So cool. Oh, you have
Oh
the
my god, I'm
entrances. Now
freaking
you come
lagging.
in on
I
the
just
dune
started.
buggies, and then you go to
Nobody's
war.
even using my gun.
Yeah, dude, this is so dope.
Let's get right into the mix.
This is not my skill set exactly, so I hope that you're ready.
Oh shoot.
I'm ready, Drifter.
Okay.
That's fine.
Dude, this map
We've all
actually
been
looks
there.
cool too.
We
Listen,
like
the
it
new
rough.
Call of Duty comes out, you gotta try everything. You gotta try everything.
Nope, I never tried out the shotguns.
Oh dude, I'm freaking lagging, bro.
Tags everywhere
because you're
you
watching a
gotta
live
collect if
stream,
you're
and
not
that takes a lot
familiar
of
with the
engine.
mode, but mostly we're gonna kind of enjoy the variance in this map versus what we just saw. Nice little Palenka-Ruski through from Legion to pick up the kill.
Yeah, and this is what the devs are talking about. You have this sort of left side of the map. It looks like where Teep's at right now. We love Tyler Teep.
I mean, from the gameplay and everything, the game actually does look like it would be like a Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 feel. Because I don't get any like Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4 vibes from it. I think the only thing that does give me that vibe is like the swimming. But I mean, that's really not a big issue.
Oh
but like from everything else, like movement wise and stuff like that, it really does remind me of Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1.
This one's pretty good on this map. So he's got the semi-auto gun, and now we both expect Teep to have some big teams.
I feel like they should, like, this is good and all, the whole new new game. But low-key they should remaster one of the OG.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, I think this map will be just a blast, like fast-paced combat. As we mentioned, it's all terrain, so no buildings, just all finessing around these dunes and blown up.
They should
planes you
remaster
see
Black Ops 1
towards mid-map, but
first, and then Black Ops 2. Or I mean, unless if we had to have the option in between those, I would probably pick Black Ops 2 because I love Black Ops 2.
We love Midnight, one of the best snipers. She has been around for so long as she is locked into the stream, just trying to figure out what she wants to use, rocking the Pellington right now. But you gotta go through your sensitivities, you gotta get
A
comfortable.
lot of these players are like on PC.
That's like the thing I do for like the first hour of a new Call of Duty. It's just going through.
Yeah,
all
the game
settings,
does
making
look
sure
fun.
everything's set
Especially
right.
nowadays.
What does this do? I can change dead zone and zoom sense. And
Whoa.
There's no sniper glint. That's another thing.
Yeah, once you could. What was the first time?
The sniping looks really fun.
A fraction of a point. Like instead of like 5.5, 6.6, it's like 6.17. Yeah. All right. You can definitely fine tune. That just goes back to kind of what we're talking about, like the level of customization. And Hutch is just mind blown currently by the level of talent in this lobby.
Yeah, they used to talk about Ricky, who was Los Angeles Guerrillas coach. So yeah, but he used to be a pro player. Doesn't
I
miss
think
much.
with this game, a lot of OG Call of Duty players are gonna come back.
Wait. Were others asking him not to use the RC car because he's just blowing them up?
Okay.
Yes.
Typical gamer.
What is
might be
that?
my dad.
That looks good.
I appreciate the 14 month. I'm gonna show you guys too. The
Yeah,
pistol.
he missed all of his shots, and Typical Gamer did not. His Legion
Uh,
got fried, and
It's funny because you just hear all these guys talking smack to each
You have all
other.
these content creators in pros, and they want to put up the biggest games today, right? Like they want the most odds.
Oh, there's a plane passing over the house, guys. It's probably gonna get a little loud.
yeah. So just a reminder, in case you weren't aware, like you can watch the main broadcast here. We'll be hopping through a lot of the different POVs, and Joe and I'll be breaking down a lot of stuff with you from highlights from Nameless as well. But all these guys are individually pushing their POVs as well.
You can't pull your gun out while doing it. They put your hands down. You know what I'm saying?
So that was
Interesting, yeah.
Black Ops 4.
Well, thinking about the drop shot, the slide mechanics, I think they're, I don't want to say controversial is the right word, but the difference in them between devs and titles, like there's a lot of difference there. So you always want the first thing a pro player or top player like Priest is trying to figure out is movement mechanics.
Hey,
which
what's
maybe
up?
give you an edge. So a little bit different of a
Sorry,
drop
I'm a
shot
little
or slide
dumb.
mechanic
I
in
can't
this
really,
particular title that
I
he's
can't
talking
pronounce
about.
your name. But what's up?
A lot of these guys, they are sort of, it's muscle memory. What have you been doing the past 9
I mean, I could try to pronounce it. And the Ruti? Yeah. I'm sorry.
We actually enjoyed pizza and ice cream with Sim yesterday. It was wonderful.
But what's up?
It was great.
Welcome to the
Sim.
stream.
He is exactly
want to get this freaking
Bro, Scumpy hardly plays this, like, he's never played, probably never played this game, and he's already going off so bad in this game.
Unbelievable.
Like, it's, he's a monster, he's a freaking beast.
For the first time in Scum's life, he was the bait.
Yeah. Quite literally, the first time ever.
That crazy of an animation.
But I think it's cool to, obviously we'll be chatting
Look at,
through stuff.
oh,
High
damn.
level, enjoying the different players going through it. But it's cool just, I feel like we've gone through, what, 15 different POVs, and hearing them focus on different things, because a lot of them come from different backgrounds, right? Like some of these are pro players, some are casual players, some are streamers, and just hearing the different things they're focusing on as we get into the game is pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, people who are trying to focus on trying different weapons.
Bro, the 74U is going to be the meta weapon.
The weapons that they're going to focus on is...
That one and the MP5.
See, he's got the trig out right now. But yeah, you heard Scum sort of talk about the slide cancel, the slide movements, pretty similar, but the drop shot not as much.
Is there any new guns?
I mean, yes and no. Like a lot of the weapons that they're bringing back are from like the Black Ops franchise, like from Black Ops 1, because it's around that same time. But I know like the MP5 from Modern Warfare is coming back.
Well, from what we've seen, you have been sort of
The
running in
M16,
circles.
but the OG
But he's posted
M16.
up and looking for the action.
I think that's it.
Oh, there's the strategy. Bait the
That I've
target.
seen so far.
Yeah, you can just tell, much smaller map than what we saw, but I don't know who that was. That was a nice shot with the 74U.
AK-74U is the gun to use.
I think it was Noisy Butters, dude. I think it was Noisy Butters just smoked him.
1000%.
Well, we're talking about Noisy. She's talking about metas already in the alpha. You see in the top,
Bro, I wanna play the
right, it is
game.
alpha gameplay. The devs are watching this. There's gonna be some adjustments. She's like,
Hey guys, make sure if you guys want me to play this game during the beta, make sure to subscribe so you can see me play. Probably stream it.
It's the Warzone mindset.
C4, yeah. C4,
Do you know how nice
C4,
it is to hear
C4.
stuff in this game? Do you know how lovely that is? Do you know how great that is?
I tend to agree with you.
That's probably, I don't know,
she's talking about the different
Well,
audio that we touched on with the devs coming into
I don't
this.
want to misquote it because I know Jess went through a lot of
I
it.
feel
You
like the
heard
game
devs
is
talk about
balanced
it,
too.
but yeah, the 3D audio, talking about the directional sound and how what is the? Dude, I gotta look this up. I have all the sheets in front of me. What was the thing where it's like focuses more on what's happening near you, which sounded awesome. Where did I have that? Hold on. I have so many notes. Okay, hold on. The threat priority system. So the new threat priority audio system dynamically assigns priorities to various sounds during a firefight, ensuring the player hears all the sounds they need to be successful. I think that's awesome. Like, to just to focus on like the key couple of things to hear during a gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, you think about like in the past of score streaks going off,
There's a lot.
you having to heal. It feels like this system is gonna try to. What do you need to hear? What is gonna help you?
So I wonder if these guys are playing like on
Yeah,
PlayStation.
Obviously not an easy thing to nail, but it's cool to see the new tech coming into play from Treyarch for this particular title.
We kind of closing.
And all I keep thinking about is like what the Dune trailer came out today. We're just battling the dunes now. I'm very excited for that film, Joe. I'm sorry.
It looked incredible. Not as incredible as this game though.
That is true. That is true.
On board with Shane, London Royal Ravens coach.
Nuketown, they haven't said anything about Nuketown, but supposedly they said it's confirmed.
Lobby. It looks like this is a close game, 58-57 with a minute left. He's got this 74 out. But yeah, you can sort of see the slide mechanics. How quick you can sort of turn a corner.
But it seems like gone up a little bit slower, maybe.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like how damaged the.
Yeah, and you hear sort of Jericho talked about the score streaks, right? Because
I like that. I like that a lot.
You're playing with some of the best players in the world. They're going to get those guaranteed choppers. You need a player like Jericho to shoot them down. Maven, you did that well when we used to play pub. That was your go-to.
I find a lot of satisfaction out of destroying. Oh, you're frying the lobby. Well, I'm gonna fry your score streaks.
Yep.
Dude, look at that. Look at the drop shot there.
I think I saw a skunk too.
Yeah. So this particular game's close. The other one looks to be a bit of a blowout.
It un-ADS this every time.
Yeah, it almost looks like the weapons are like as efficient as the rockets at ripping down the score streak. So.
And that did not pan out. Okay, cool.
And you heard Richard talk about that going to prone it un-ADSs you. And that's just sort of dev to dev, right? I mean, that's typically what Treyarch does. We saw that in Black Ops 4 as well. And a lot of that is just due to the strength of drop shots in some games, but trying to stay alive
Well,
is this that was a close one.
He heard a chopper, and I heard another one getting called in there. So that was tough, but it is a 7-point loss for Drifter and company. The score streaks were raining on it at the tail end of it, but for those of you Killed Confirmed lovers, this looks like a very, very fun map for some of you.
This map does look really cool.
Obviously, a lot of new things coming to this title, new maps, new modes, but the familiarity of the Call of Duty franchise is still there, and this looks to be a fun one.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Just a lot of close quarters combat. It feels like you're spawning and you're right into the action, right? Just right into it. You're gonna have to take your time. As these guys gonna just try and figure out what they want to use for the next map.
I like you kind of hearing this from
Ooh,
Victor.
the wild cards. I actually wanted to see these.
Exactly. He's going through the various guns, also looking at different perks that he wants to check out.
Ooh, I saw Ninja. That makes me very excited as a perk.
Which one?
Ninja.
Flag jacket, yes, dude. Oh my God, this is gonna be.
No, I don't think so.
I'm happy now. I'm actually happy.
You can walk in, that is Dead Silent as
And
well.
then tactical mask. Did I see tactical mask too?
It's quieter the more you sprint. So there's definitely you have to play around the audio system, the movement system. It's gonna be awesome.
Your Call of Duty brand is just beautiful.
I just read stuff. People, they've played the game already. They're just telling me what to do.
It's attractive, Joe. That's all I'm going to tell you. But that'll do it for us on that particular map. We're going to get right over to Nameless.
That's all right, Joe. I read stuff as well, but that map looked absolutely amazing. I mean, you saw a lot of the players while they spawned on the outskirts of the map, they ran straight to the center to get in those up-close gunfights.
Dang, the game's looking actually really good.
MP5s, and also that Type 63 looked pretty nasty. We saw TP picking up some multi-kills with it. And what I want to highlight during these highlights is that the time to kill looks absolutely phenomenal. You see these players having sort of these longer gunfights, and the player who hits the better shot is going to win it. This Type 60 663 and the sniper. Those were two of my favorite guns to see. But towards the middle of this game, a lot of the players decided to put away the sniper and pull out that submachine gun because it wasn't working that well. You can see Hutch back here. He picks up a kill here in a moment, and then he decides to, put that sniper away and pull out a sub. He was calling out Ricky for killing him over and over, saying Ricky's the guy who always gets me every single lobby that I'm in. Legion was having a lot of fun running that LMG. At first, I was like, what gun is that? It's killing so fast, and I realized it was the LMG. So people starting to try out that stoner gun. You can get multi-kills with it. It has a big clip, and Legion was playing well throughout this game. Moving on, we saw Scumpman. This guy's just always a beast at every single Call of Duty. One of the best Call of Duty players of all time, and he's staying with that 74U. It seems to be the gun that he's most comfortable with, and he's been dominating both games that he's been in so far. MP5 as well. We saw a lot of our CDL pros continue 5. It has really good hip fire, and also when you're up close, it's just going to rip through anybody. Something else there in this game was a lot of players were trying to drop shot, and they were realizing that it's way different in Cold War. You can't drop shot. When you drop shot, your ADS goes back to hip fire, so you have to take your time. If you're going to lay down, you have to be tactical about it.
Do you know how lovely that is?
Sliding is still very good as well. We saw Noisy Butters.
That is actually really interesting about the drop shotting.
Shane, one of our coaches in the
Do they want people to stop drop shotting, or like what's going on?
Pros, they're loving the 74U, and they're getting right into the center of the map and trying to just get into square up gunfights. While some of the other top streamers, they're trying to have different weapons like iron sight snipers, Type 63s, and LMGs. And we see this is actually a Type 63 that he had a scope on, and he had to pull out his RPG to take down this chopper. He realized it took like 2 RPGs and also some bullets, and he was getting pretty stressed. But yeah, that was Satellite. That was one of my favorite maps so far, but we got to get into some more gameplay. Let's check out some more maps and some more modes. Maven and Murph.
Oh, Nameless, you are phenomenal at what you do. Great breakdown as always, but yes, we're going to continue rolling on through. New maps, new modes, as we rock through this multiplayer global reveal for Cold War. So far, it has been awesome. We have a lot more to come over the next hour and a half, 2 hours. Is it time for Miami?
It is. We're playing some domination, and everybody, I want you to pay attention. We saw a little bit there in Combat Arms.
Dang, did you guys see the detail on that cart, like with the raindrops and stuff? Damn, that's crazy.
And I like that
that's
a lot.
actually
switching
crazy.
Things up, but as you said, we're going to Miami. I cannot wait to see this map and mode and how it plays.
Joe, I've never been more excited for anything in my entire life. Let's get into it, Joe. We're going to start off with Cesar Bueno, Skies. Professional player for the Mutineers as they're getting ready to get into the lobby, just looking through the creative class and score streaks to see what he wants to lock on up. XM4 out. And yeah, you can see, I know we've seen a couple looks at, but like the variety of attachments you're going to have for the different positions on the gun, the variety is going to be wild. He highlighted Ninja for a second. I want to see like what it went through exactly, but
so what I saw and what I read is that it quiets you when you were sprinting and how fast
it's like
you go.
dampens the sound of it.
Right.
Okay.
So I believe that you can walk and crouch and you will be completely silent. But if you were sprinting, you will still have some noise, but it definitely quiets it.
Oh, interesting.
He's going through
That's
everything.
very interesting.
Well, this is the best part when you play a new game, right? Just going through all the different features, all the different attachments, all the different perks, the weapons, checking it all out.
And again, this isn't going to be everything that we see throughout Cold War. This is not going to be the full release. There's going to be more perks. There's going to be more weapons, more attachments.
This looks like it could be out of like a Bad Boys film. Like
That's
Miami. Like,
well, yeah, that's where they do it. Is in Miami.
That's a good point, Joe.
Yeah,
that's why you're the brains of this operation. You're the brains of this operation.
That is actually where they shoot those
Okay,
movies.
well, thanks for that, Joe. Look at this, though.
It looks good.
All right, now we're going to the next map.
As Sky's loading on in, you're seeing the different parts. You have in the middle of the street, you got the bar area, you have the pool, well, you got the ocean. In a way, it's 3 lanes, but there's a lot of different areas that you can go to as well. Again, coming in, and you see the different squads. You got one side coming in through towards the boat, the other one towards the street. And yeah, that was dope. His domination loading on up. And is Sky's going to go for the objective? Is anyone going to go for the objective? Because I talked about it, and the answer
You know what,
is no.
guys? I'm on the Call of Duty website.
Listen,
They need you on the
And right now, I think they're like
Dude, that is sometimes
working
the most
on it. They're
frustrating
like
thing
changing
about
it up.
Marks, you know, when, like, you're fine,
Do
you're
you think they're
going
gonna
off, you've got
announce
50
the
kills,
new
you see
collector's
somebody on your
edition
team, they've got
for
3 and no time in the objective.
the
Like,
game?
help me out a little bit, but you got to play both. You got to focus on it all. You got to be like LeBron. You know, you're getting the assists, the rebounds, and the points. You're doing it all on the map, Joe. My Call of Duty playstyle is very similar to LeBron, now that I think about it, Joe. Thanks for that compliment.
You're one of the greatest players ever.
Cool. See what Marksman could do is he's looking for the angles, and well, you see the
Oh,
hip fire,
nice.
strong mare.
Is that the Uzi?
I mean, you guys are both around the same age.
It looks
and
like
you
the
have same
Uzi.
accolades.
That's true, yeah.
This line has some
You
fucking
nailed it, Joe.
nutty movement in this game, bro. It's like, it is hard.
I'll tell you what, I keep thinking about that pool with how hot it's been in LA. It was like 110 the other day. That pool looks very comforting. He sure did.
Surprise! As again, you heard Marksman talk about it, a little bit of the nutty movement. I'm sure the devs are going to be paying attention. They'll get their feedback from all of these players.
Well, and that's where, like, there's like a couple different skill gaps when you talk about a game like Call of Duty. Like, is there the gun skill part of it? Yes, and you know, being able to shoot and becoming a better player from that regard. But it's like once you get that down, the next step is really that movement, right? Like becoming more fluid on the map, finding mechanics in the game that you can get a little bit of edge over the competition. And yeah, no, the movement can be nuts, and that'll be something we'll keep an eye on. But over to Kat Connie, she's looking to hit the shots. There's a little bit of a snapper.
A nice snipe right there. She's looking over the B zone right now, has the shotgun in the back pocket. Surprise! Later.
I would like
Kismet is Jericho. It's basically, it seems to be in almost the same spot, just on opposite ends. As he's going to go for this B zone, play a little bit of objective. You and Jericho would get along well.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But that you heard, I can't remember her name, but one of the lead map designers kind of saying like, I stay away from the middle, like the middle of the map. That is a sniper's haven. And you kind of saw a bit of it there, but there are the alleyways that you can work the flank, different things that you can do on the map.
So you see the top right attack chopper called in by Priesta. He's doing his thing.
I only know this room.
Yeah, well, I think you heard his special sort of talk about the lighting. Like, I'm sure everything is going to be a little bit better. Full game release.
And I think Jericho's kind of talking about one of the more difficult things when you play a new map, right? Like figuring out
where do I go?
All the different angles, mastering the map. Like where can people be L triggering and holding me in? But it's Ricky with some quality beams from the top balcony, able to dip away with his life as well and look to ruin a couple players' lives as well.
And that's what one of the biggest thing was from last year is load up on a map you didn't know. The mini-map wasn't there, right? You're like, where do I go?
It makes it a little bit easier.
Where do I go, right? And they bring back this traditional Black Ops mini-map. That definitely helps you out.
Well, now on to Hutchie Fizz POV. He's trying to get up close and personal and near that Dom point, but you can see, I mean, that's typical of a lot of Dom maps. Like B's a death trap. Like that is the hard thing where you have to work as a cohesive unit to try and get it in. If you're solo playing the objective on B, good luck, because you've got a world star.
And it looks like he has a smoke equipped, and one of the notes that we got was like the smokes were strong in this Call of Duty, maybe to some in the past. So how well
what is happening here?
Priesta is in a gun shit.
Smoke him! Light it up!
Chopper gunner.
Okay, well that guy got fried.
Hit marker, you're getting smoked, you're getting beamed.
Kind of hard, actually.
It looks like he's still pretty healthy though.
Wait, how cool is that you can see the lights from the map bouncing off the minigun in the chopper?
Yeah, lighting has evolved over
It's the ray tracing, bro. The ray tracing.
So that is absolutely for sure. But now you see a gorgeous look at kind of the entire map breakdown. But yeah, that's one like thing since this is a night map, right?
Light it up. It's just start shooting it.
See, is there like a night vision that he can swap to? I don't know.
Maybe everybody's got like Ghost or Cold Blooded on. I don't know which perk it is in this game, but they're like, oh, we're not letting Priesta do that.
I got.
Hutch trying to hit the snipes. I think you saw the Type 821 out from Priesta as he was looking to get dirty with it. Hutch's face, he is locked in. Just a gamer.
All right, halftime.
Oh, it's not close, Joe.
It's not.
Unfortunately.
It is not close. He's got 900. He's playing with Nick. He's got He's got Mud Dog on his team. He's got Courage. He's got a solid squad.
Mud Dog's bringing him down, Joe.
This guy's cracked.
Yeah.
He's 21-2. Yeah, no, he has been dominating
Alrighty.
lobbies, and you would expect that from one of the greatest
What do you
players
guys?
of all time.
Do you guys feel this
Over to
game?
Testament we go. We
I
talked
feel
about
this game a
his
lot,
sniping
honestly.
prowess earlier, and he's going to have the sniper out as he's looking to line it up towards.
Did you just say Vicstar?
But yeah, I think especially with it being a nighttime map, like learning the map, knowing the
Bro.
area is going to be all that more important. But
Is Vic playing?
just aesthetically, it's a sexy map. It is. I want to see like the one side. They were talking about when it had the developers on, like how you can kind of go underwater
Well,
on the one side.
I think it's right behind him.
It is,
Yeah.
but like it hasn't really seemed to be that much in play as of yet, at least with these
It looks
guys.
like Nick was in it. Well, no, that's not it. We Love Games. They're sort of playing around it, but it looks like you can go sort of towards A, towards C. You want to switch that
all
up.
right,
As
all right.
Testy brings out that LW3, the Tundra. I like that.
There are a few things more satisfying in any kind of FPS, but especially Call of Duty, with hitting snipes. Just hitting clean snipes. It feels good. We'll see what Hutch can do from the power position. Well, not going to matter from Priestess Chopper over
Scumpy's-
to Scump
oh
Chopper,
my
and
God,
keep
dude,
this
Scumpy's a
lobby is
beast,
just getting
bro.
milked. Just dominate them from the sky. Oh, kill after kill. We'll see him, Mud Dog. Lucy,
Later, Jack.
Courage. Everybody dropping.
Yeah, and he's like, just so you guys know, this isn't a pub lobby. I'm playing some talented players, and I am smoking.
This will be a nice YouTube video. Well, yeah, a lot of buildings. The night cover of night as well.
Ooh, if you can get them spawning
Oh,
towards that beach
poor-
side, we'll
poor
see you
Mud
later.
Dog. Mud Dog's already dropped to this thing twice.
They're probably holding the kill cam too. They're like, we're not letting Scump do this to us.
Yeah, I do believe they are losing full.
Oh, that's swag as well.
Yeah, it's been Swag, Courage, and Mud Dog have died like 2 or 3 times in a row.
That's why he's a Call of Duty pro player.
Yeah, the beach is usually where you go to vacation. Not here. Nope.
Do I not have Ghost?
I think you heard. We got on board with swag. And he's like, I can't hide from this guy.
Sometimes they're gonna be 6 to 17. This is.
No, that's what, dude, it's actually funny going over from Scump POV to the team that was getting destroyed. It was just like kind of quiet, calm. It's like,
It's kind of like, hey guys, we're gonna be in a YouTube video.
100% they're
Scump, they destroyed Tim, Courage, Swag,
I'd be
40
like,
kills
yeah,
on
like
Miami.
Mount Rushmore with all of their heads on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Scump and a chuck gunner.
Jesus.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. That is accurate.
That is truly accurate.
Now, it's cool to see the variety of personalities just battling it out on these different maps. So we've seen Armada, Satellite, now we're in Miami.
Well, I mean, you look at Satellite, very much, all outside, right? You come in here, you have fights at the bar, fights in the hotel, you have fights at the beach. There's just all these different environments that these players are going into.
We were at the Ultra Facilities, one of the professional teams in the Call of Duty League. It's Benjamin Bance on your screen now. Top player in his own right. And I think it's Bance maybe playing on Wisdom's account, but I believe it looks like it's Bance with controller in hand currently.
Well, you can hear that when you get weak. You hear the heartbeat take up. It sounds really cool.
The audio seems very, very
Oh,
clean.
what is this? A little artillery strike
Halftime?
coming in from. Oh, did he call it in? Oh no, Vance!
Dude,
That is a mistake.
We've all been there.
We have.
The number of times I've done that in something like Domination, where I launch all my streaks, I'm like, oh, it's halftime. I just use those for no reason whatsoever. I got a couple of kills, but my impact on the objective was minimal. But now to the French sensation himself, Gotaga, one of the most popular gamers in the world. I feel like I've seen him compete in so many different games, but his legend grew in Call of Duty, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is talented. He can do it all. He's rocking that 74U. On board with Trimax now. He's got the Tundra out.
Okay, what is his camera setup? Because it looks like he's in the game. How do I do that?
Well, he's got a green screen, but he is half of the screen.
Yeah, I want you to set that up for me.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
Bro,
Like, it
Vic
looks
is
like he's
playing.
in
I
the
see
game.
Vic
Why did
Star.
you just assume I have
Bro,
the extra
that's
green
hilarious.
screens?
Joe, you wear glasses. You look like you to be very tech savvy and ready to set that up for me. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Joe.
I'm not going to do that for you whatsoever.
Nameless, would you say he looks a bit like a scientist? Thank you.
Nameless looks like a cosplayer from Miami.
Like Narcos.
Yeah. I mean, he looks good, but
he does. He looks good. Oh, wait, they can't be. People can't be rage quitting in this.
There's no way. It looks like game's about to end. Jericho's team, they're going to get the victory.
There we go, Jericho.
Who had 6,300 damage?
I didn't see.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Who was dominating?
Could be Priesta. There's a good chance it's this guy.
And there, he highlighted a difference this time.
Oh my gosh.
Jericho was talking about the show. No doors.
Oh my god, that guy got freaking wrecked. Jeez.
So yeah, no doors.
Everybody's learning.
Rejoice.
Big smiles.
Yeah. I want to see who the scoreboard was too, like who had the 6,300 damage. I was curious who was absolutely frying the lobby. But this is the part where I'm like trying to get my brain to like slow down when they go through and just appreciate all the different attachments that they have inside of this.
Maven, you will have your time.
I know.
October 8th,
like,
Maven. October 8th.
I don't know why I'm talking like that, because I'm literally just going to have you tell me what to put on my weapons, and I'm going to do what you do.
I'm going to try everything, though. It's the beta. We try out different things.
That's true. That's a good point. Well, one of our matchups has wrapped. It looks like we're going to hop over to one that hasn't finished yet. 27 points away from victory is one of our squads. Again, this is 6v6 domination on Miami. Tasty's put away the sniper for now, just trying to hit the shots with the AK-74 yield.
Ooh, 3 for 3.
Oh, that hit.
Let's go, Sean J. Looks like she was able to call on some score streaks. Nice 74U shots in, but who is that? It's a nice snipe shot from it's whoever's on Team Envy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say a lot when I play the game at first. What are you doing over there? Because I don't know where people should be. So that's
what are you doing over there? Maybe that's where I should be. Oh, it's Crim.
It's the Empire squad. We got Rambo Ray, the coach, Clayster, Crim6. Crim, the greatest Call of Duty player of all time. There is no dispute. I don't want to hear any arguments. But yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah,
tough to deal
Crim's
with.
really
So
good
representing the
too.
Envy squad right
Yeah,
now.
Team Envy, also known as the Dallas Empire.
OG, bro. OG
You
players.
got the coach and Rambo, one of the greatest players hanging out. Crim and Clay.
Oh yeah, Clay's there too.
Back-to-back world champion. They'll probably be rotating players in and out. But it looks like Crim's focusing on gameplay. Clay is talking with the chat.
Didn't both of these players, and I know this is like separate, this is the multiplayer reveal, but from an esports competitive side, they were like the first two players to crack $1 million in winnings, right?
$1 million,
That's pretty impressive. Hey, Bobby Pop, the Scarf Lord!
We love Bobby Pop.
I will be back with a camel toe.
Bob's got a great mustache.
He does. He does. He really does. It looks like he's rocking the 74U as well.
I miss his long hair though.
And this is what Bobby does. I don't know if he's an auctioneer or what.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No. He's probably on hour 40 of streaming.
Yeah, no, he grinds.
I'm gonna chill in the pool the rest of the game.
Hey, cannonball, Bob! Cannonball!
Oh, get in, Bob!
I'm gonna be chilling in the deep end, dude. I'm going off the diving board, dude.
He's a big boy.
Get yourself a pina colada, hang out.
Oh, well.
My dude was just trying to chill at the pool,
He's on
bro.
vacation.
No vacations in Miami.
I'm gonna end this one with the pool out. I think the pool is behind the lobby.
Yeah. Oh, they are.
This is a bad one. This is a bad one.
Oh, so trying to turn this up.
He's trying to be positive about it.
Yeah.
Before this game is over.
Yeah, hit it, Bob. Hit it.
Luxury Hotel, ladies and gentlemen. That is my room in the penthouse suite, the northeastern corner. I will now be doing a
What the heck?
3, 2,
okay.
1.
I'm just waiting.
Dude, what? Dude, how high did he go? What the heck? I didn't expect that.
Crouch first, doing it.
What are you doing, Bob?
What the heck?
The cannonball off of
So are they gonna do another map? I actually did like that map. That map looks really cool. Isaul, are you still there? Are you looking? Invite Carlitos to the party because he keeps inviting me. Oh, then that's his problem. He invited me to a party.
And they're being destroyed. Right here, he picks up like even like. Nothing to highlight. On board here with the Toronto Ultra squad. We saw them kill as well, pulling out an AR, and right here to the left.
Dude, that was insane.
He tried to do it a couple times after this, and he wasn't able to achieve it. But man, that was a cool game. So we're going to get into some more gameplay here in a bit. I'm going to throw it back to Maven and Murph.
All right, thank you so much. And yeah, I think we're going to Moscow next. We're going to
I
check
think
out
this
some
is the
TDM
last map.
Continue to hop through some of the various locales we have in Cold War. Well, we've had the ocean, we've had the dunes, we've had the downtown life. Now we're going to be heading in kind of more urban feel into Moscow. 6v6 team deathmatch. TDM, obviously one of the more popular modes in the history of Call of Duty. One of the absolute staples as we get ready to rock.
It feels like it's the Cold War of Moscow in here right now. I am really cold on this set, but yeah, I cannot wait.
Okay? Do you want my jacket?
No, it's okay. I appreciate that, but yeah, it is. Yeah, just love going to all the different environments, all the different locations. Vaughn was really talking about that. We're going to take you all over the world, so cannot wait to check out this map.
Yeah, just the variety we've seen so far has been absolutely awesome. Once the players get loaded in, we'll hop into that. But Joe, if you had to pick one moment so far of the 3 games we watched, what has been your favorite moment? And you can't say the diving board.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the diving board. I obviously Scump, you know, in the chopper gun and doing what he does best. I really had a lot of fun with Armada because I thought Armada, what they really showed was different environments and the way you could play that. You could stay on the boat. You could go with the vehicles. If you wanted to, you could be super deadly in the water. So that map just looked great. Dude, the zip line looks so smooth. There's a lot of different elements that you can play around.
Yeah, just a variety of gameplay I'm excited to toy around with for sure when we get hands on it and we get to grind. But we're getting ready to get into the lobby. with these famous streamers and personalities as they get ready to go 6v6.
Dang, this past 12.
Butter's going to be kicking off. Looking through, looks like some of the shotguns and what variety you can find there. But I think one of the things I've been trying to keep an eye out for is I read kind of coming into this that we're going to have, like, I guess when you're changing attachments, like percentages, so you can see how much is going to affect things like fire rate and recoil, which I haven't noticed yet as they're swapping through, but I just think that's awesome. I love to know, like, the exact impact something's going to happen. That
yeah, because in the past it was just a bar.
Yeah, no.
And I won't lie, as I used to be a competitive player, a pro player, a lot of the times that bar didn't mean anything. It was like,
green, red, okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't, whatever it does. But yeah, actually knowing the percentage, what you're really getting into from gun to gun, it's going to be really cool to mess with.
All right, well, again, this is Moscow. First look at it as a global multi-reveal for Cold War. You'll see a lot of this going through settings. I know that's one of the first things that I will personally turn off. Like, it looks a little bit cleaner.
Oh yeah, I don't like motion blur either.
Everyone but one put this aside.
Yeah, I think when we got on board, she was talking about what do you love so far? It's really the colors. And Treyarch, their color palette, I've always talked about it. It's beautiful, but she runs into a shotgun, and a lot of these creators trying to answer questions, trying to play the game. It is tough to balance.
I didn't get a chance to show you guys the sharks though. There's sharks on that map.
Oh, she was sort of.
And it's cool.
Wait, I didn't know there were actually sharks.
Why not?
Oh, I'm never playing that map. I am terrified.
What? There's sharks?
No, one time when I was 13 years old, I went on a trip to Hawaii, and we were swimming in this one area, right? And then we got out of swimming from there, and we went up on this cliff, and we're looking down. The water was so clear, we saw multiple sharks right where we were swimming, and I'm never going in open water again.
Are you sure they weren't dolphins?
They were 100% sharks, and I was nearly eaten.
Are you 100%?
Yes, no, 100%. Okay. Yeah, it scarred me for life.
This map is cool.
All right.
I love the design of it. Like, I guess.
Trying to hit you in the
No,
thoughts.
one more.
He loves TDM. Now, he was talking about how much he loves TDM. Okay. So this is what maps a very fast gameplay. You can see from the size of it. It's got an urban feel to it for sure, but I want to see which building, because one of the things we were looking through is like a metro station. It's kind of like the central hub, and that's kind of the connector. Okay, here. So this is this is the metro station. So this is sort of going to be where the whole flow of the map sort of centralizes through.
Okay, you see the concussions coming in, just how it affects those players. Trying to get to the adjustments. Got a proximity mine as well. But yeah, I think it's like what you talked about, right? This just sort of, this is the place you want to be.
Yeah, it just seems like it has like a connector.
This map looks pretty cool too, not gonna lie.
Every part of the map just based on position.
Where's the content creator
playlist? Over to Zuma. The Italian stallion.
Who's that? Noah? I think Noah's getting smoked.
Yeah, might be.
So I wonder how long it's taking these guys to like get used to look at the mini map again, right? Just
That's
like
true,
just actually taking a look where are those red dots at. You need a suppressor if you want to stay off that mini map.
Well, it's interesting too when you think about like maybe some higher level players. Like I struggle to sometimes look at the map, but like when you were competing and you were playing a high level, I think you told me your eyes were like on the mini map like 90% of the time.
It was a game within a game. Yeah, I mean you were about 70% of the time like looking at the mini map. Where do you have to rotate? Where is the gunfire? Where do you have to set up? So that's definitely going to take some time. We're on Zuma, but I think we're getting Noah J's audio. Okay, so now we're switching to Legion.
Oh, yes, you are losing. But Legion, you're a winner. You were born a winner. And it's time to get pumping with the shotgun.
This shotty's out there. Quick fire at doof, doof, doof.
Yes, that's what shotguns are supposed to do. Not freaking hit you from 50 miles away.
I definitely feel like the second
trying to get my clips in.
At least for pull-up.
So there's some feel upgrades as well. One of those looks to be the jammer. Looks like he was one bullet away from taking down Espresso.
Sheriff, need you on Verdansk later.
It's the deputy.
Deputy Had Bad,
also known as Enable.
Is he wearing a headband?
No.
That's just his hair now?
Yeah. You don't like it?
I mean, I don't have the luxury of hair, but if I had it, I wouldn't be doing that.
No.
What
about your beard? What if we did this to your beard?
It might look cool, but it looks like he cut off like the edge of a mop and just put it on.
You think it might just be a bowl cut?
It looks like a wig.
A bowl cut. Like it's just he put a bowl on his head and went all the way
anyone
around.
thinking I'm being mean, Enable and I are boys, so I'm allowed to say this stuff, but Enable, we love you. Just gotta do something about that.
Trying to figure out how it felt to protest.
And to be fair, right now, you know, with the current situation globally, maybe he just doesn't have the option of a haircut where he lives, so he's been doing it by hand and try to lend to that.
This game's about to end though, so.
Oh, I'm actually interested. Talking about melee and
Well,
the shot punch.
You think about Black Ops 4 was like one bullet and a punch was
One
a kill,
bullet and a punch.
right?
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! Who was that? Trimax. Ooh, the snap.
Well, no, I think we're on with Trimax. He's got caught by somebody. I don't know who he got caught by. But no, somebody hit him with the movement for sure. And I am not fluent in any language other than English.
You told me you were fluent in French and German. You told me that.
And Russian.
I don't think you told me that one.
I travel a lot. Very cultured. Many languages. I took 3 years of Spanish in high school, but that's all I got. I can basically say...
You forgot everything.
I can say...
High school was about 30 years ago.
Where's the library? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Okay, well, at least you got that going for you in case you ever need to find a library.
Yeah, well, yeah. You never know. In an emergency situation, you might need a library. But some quality beams into the window there from Typical Gamer. We saw it from somebody else's POV on like the first map or second map. He just incinerated somebody. As we continue to hop through the gamers again, we've got people from all over the world. All over the world competing in this, and we'll try to highlight that as we continue on through the day. But for those watching, we hope you're enjoying getting the first eyes on with Gotaga, though, as he is just melting through the competition inside of the metro station, but ultimately will drop.
And I think that's what Legion was sort of talking about, is like, we had a couple of maps where everybody was trying everything out, and now people want to win. People want to pull out the 74U.
Well, I mean, I get that way too, like at the beginning of titles, like it's like I want to try everything, but then once you find one you're comfortable with, one gun that really clicks.
Is Hutch giving a pep talk to it? Does he have a missile turret? I don't know what that was, but that took down a UAV or a spy plane, and he was giving it a pep talk.
Okay. Well, show us. Try your little bunny hop in.
Yeah, try to hit it. A little bit. Oh, the backslide.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay. There's definitely some fluidity that all the players are trying to figure out.
I like the little slide hop. Well, that's one thing that kind of threw me off between like Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare, because you used to be able to jump and slide backwards and you couldn't last year. And I'd try it sometimes, and I'd just like crouch and be like, oh, I forgot.
We got a War Machine, which looks to be a score streak. So we have a War Machine coming in from Cammy, and the War Machine's gone. Okay, still has it. Maybe because he didn't shoot one, but Sky took his head off.
Oh, yeah, no, his head got popped off like a plum. Oh, well, the War Machine, that plum just exploded.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, so he used one, and it's gone now. So it is gone.
Okay, so he kept it because he hadn't used it yet.
It looks like this is a pretty close game, 64-63. Another map where it has like just a lot of different elements. You can play on the outside, you can play inside.
And well, this is Cammy, who, if you watch the Call of Duty League at all this year, he was one of the more prolific snipers, and you saw him
another
snap
War
and hit
Machine.
there.
You're gonna need flak jacket with this thing.
Boom! Boom! It's completely broken, bro. And you can put it away. It's completely broken. Oh my God.
Oh, well, that guy's body is broken after that was a point-blank War Machine to the chest.
Yeah, so Swati has figured out that he's like, yo, that War Machine is nuts. He's gonna roll with that.
Yeah, he just had like a 5.5 KD. That's pretty solid.
And Jack was like, that thing is busted. So.
Well, the power of the streaks now popping over to Midnight's POV.
Hey, Devin, we're undefeated. We've literally
Undefeated.
definitely got the least amount of kills on the team, but still, yo, Wisdom again, we're playing the game.
They are rolling. You hear just dubs from Midnight, but Joe, we're going to fill a little bit of time in chat here. As I think we're going to start to watch. We've had some of the European POVs, but we've been watching a lot of some of the American influencers and streamers. We're going to be, excuse me, hopping over to the European side of things and kind of showing how that's going to break down. But again, so many streamers from all over the world want to really highlight what they bring to the table and their gameplay. But what do you think of Moscow? I digged it.
It looked awesome. Like I said, like we saw where Cammy was sniping. You had really the terminal where a lot of the fights were going on. And I just love listening to all the players just figure out what they want to use. The War Machine looks awesome.
Yeah, that thing was hitting like a truck. And that's like the satisfaction, like, you heard Courage saying, like, it's broken, it's powerful. Yeah, it's a score streak. It should be powerful. You should be wiping people off the map. And, yeah, from Swag's POV, that thing was absolutely dominating the competition. Got to see it from a couple of different players. But before we continue on and check out some of the different POVs and maps, we're going to kick it over to Nameless.
Yeah, that was an awesome map. I don't know about you guys, but that map sort of is giving me nostalgia from Black Ops 2. Just the way the fights were happening there, 74 U's, and then just watch people pull out that War Machine. That thing was absolutely insane, and I'm sure we're going to have it for you guys to see once again here in the highlights. But yeah, that center map, the flow of it, you have to get inside and move through the train yard, right? So we see right here on the street, you have him running that AK-47, trying to pick up some kills with the AR. We haven't seen too many AK-47s, but now switching over to the 74U, Nick's going to pick up a massive two-piece here, and once again, we see the laser strapped on it so he can hip fire. And that was a big two-piece as they get control of the center area of the map. You heard Joe and Clint talking about it. You got to control the flow. You got to get in here because you can get to any single part of the map from this area. Enabled Deputy Hadbad running that 74U as well. He's actually the first one I've seen not have the laser, but he was hitting some absolute beam shots here, as well as the MP5 coming back into action. We're seeing so much variety today, and I love to see the top streamers switching up their weapons, right? Like everybody's not just running one weapon. We're seeing snipers, we're seeing LMGs. We even saw some shotguns early on in this game. In Team Deathmatch, you can pretty much run any gun that you want and play yourself, right? It's just you trying to get those kills and help out the squad. Gataga, this guy's been playing Call of Duty for a very long time. The French monster, he's picking up some big kills. Moving on, you see Hutch. And one thing I love about Hutch's gameplay, he's always chilling by himself. When he looks around, you don't see any teammates in sight, and he's just trying to pick up those kills. He was running the M4, a fan favorite from Modern Warfare, now in Cold War, also still very good. And this is the War Machine. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. This thing is beefy. You can put it away, pull it back out, and you can pick up a two-piece. It seems like nobody in these lobbies was running flak jackets, so they were all just getting destroyed by the War Machine. And moving on to Swag here. This is that crazy frenzy you saw him get with the War Machine. He picks up like 5 or 6 kills. And wow, Moscow is just a fast-paced, super fun urban map. I cannot wait to see more. But let's get into the next game, Maven and Merc.
Thank you, Nameless. Yes, let's continue on, Joe. I believe we're going to check out Hardpoint now, one of the fan favorites for the competitive side, which we work on to a high degree with the CDL. We're going to go back to Satellite, a map we saw a little bit earlier on today. Map was awesome.
All right, guys,
now
I think
We'll
I'm going to end the stream here.
Should be a blast.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see some of our CDL pros sort of take this on, the way the spawns work. You heard Maddox talk about it from our devs. You know, that old school
thank you guys for watching.
That we love.
I know I didn't stream the whole review, but it's really long. I thought it was just going to be like, and honestly, I thought it was only going to be like an hour long. But man, it's 2 hours already streaming. Dang, that's crazy. But guys, if you guys want to see any Cold War beta gameplay, hit a like, and I will stream it and make videos on it. So make sure to subscribe, you know, hit the notification bell just in case to see that beta gameplay. But yeah, zombies. Yeah, zombies actually got teased a little.
You can see how stacked he's trying to make this gun right now.
Yeah, I mean, just looking through those attachments, you had one that
like I was saying earlier,
150% of vehicle damage.
The zombies are gonna actually look really cool because it has like the ray tracing and stuff like that. So it's gonna look way more creepy.
You know, the lobby's trying to get set up, but excited to see Satellite again. The way that map plays in an objective-based mode.
Well, it'll be a lot different than what we saw in Kill Confirmed.
Yes.
Yeah, like as much as Kill Confirmed.
But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, like TDM exactly. Whereas there's a little bit more Ryan.